Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button down there so that you can be part of the fam. It is my first day of school and I'm so excited. First day of class, and we're actually already halfway into it. We started class at 9 o'clock today and 9 a.m. and we don't get out until 6 p.m. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys exactly what it's like being a nursing student, and especially a third semester nursing student. They kind of see you as more advanced, you know, working pretty much almost as a nurse. Very independent, very self-taught. Our teachers, I'm realizing, are not going to teach us very much this semester. They're literally just gonna go and read what they have in their notes, and that's kind of what I'm seeing already. We went through ventilatory assistance. It's been very interesting. We went through the syllabus just very quickly, very brief. You know, there's not really a syllabus day in nursing school. First semester we had a syllabus day because that was like our orientation. We went through, we met everybody, we went through all the syllabuses. If we had any questions, they answered it. That was our syllabus day for first semester. But now that we're third semester, they really, like I said, expect us to be good by ourselves on our own. So yes, we're here, we're doing it. It's third semester and I'm so excited. We have really long days, as I said, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for half of this week and half of next week. And we have 2 clinical days where it's 9 to 1 and 8 to 3 on Thursday and Friday for this week and next week. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what my schedule's like, kind of talk you through what I'm doing for the next couple of days, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. It is so cute. They wrote us so messages. So I'm finally back in my room, and I thought I would show you guys what I picked up from the store. So like I said, I have to get a blue binder for clinicals. We usually do our paperwork online called SimChart, but this year they told us to get a 2-inch blue binder, which we're gonna put all of our clinical paperwork in. And our clinical paperwork is actually due the very next day. So if we have clinical on Wednesday, our paperwork is due on Thursday morning. So, and we have clinicals again on Thursday. So this should be very interesting. But yes, I had to get this, and it had to have a clear pocket on the front as well. And we have to put a picture of ourselves and like our name and our clinical instructor and that kind of thing. But yeah, we usually do our paperwork online, so I don't know how this is gonna work out with like the actual papers, but we will see. Our first clinical week is in 2 weeks, so that's pretty soon too. So I'm excited. Then I got some graph paper. It's a graph pad, that way I can keep everything in here. And I already have some separate graph paper that came with one of my binders that I already have. So I bought this just so that whenever I do my own concept maps, I can concept map here. And then whenever I have to turn in a concept map for a patient, I can do it on the separate graph paper and be able to turn that in. That way all of my notes are in one central place. So that's why I got this. And then just some filler paper. I also got printer paper, but I got that earlier because I found out that our nursing school now offers free printing as long as you bring paper, as well as our apartment offers free printing as long as you have your own printer paper. And then last thing I got is this wireless ultra portable mouse, so that my fingers often get tired of like using the little pad. And I used to have a mouse, but I lost the little wireless connector thing, so I had to buy a whole new mouse. I'm sure I didn't have to, but I looked at a price of just the connector and they were still trying to charge like $14. So I was like, I might as well just get this. This was only $12 and it's cute. And yeah, I like it. So hopefully this will help me to be able to stay on my computer a little bit longer, since most of my notes at the beginning are on my computer. I've told you guys this before, but kind of the way that I study is I do my PowerPoints in class, because that's what they base their lectures off of, is mostly the PowerPoints. So I type on my computer in class, then whenever I get home, like I'm about to do tonight, I transfer that onto just regular filler paper. And then whenever I've done that and highlighted the key points, I take what I've highlighted or whatever I think is the key points and kind of make a summary on the graph paper, or like a concept map on the graph paper. And that's kind of what I take and study the most, at least. I still do study the other two, but I'll study the graph paper the most, and then I go back and listen to my lectures as well. So yeah. Hey guys, it's Bree. It is officially day 2 of 3rd semester. We started class again at 9 o'clock this morning, and it is now 11:40. We are on lunch break already. We don't have to be back till 1, so I'm actually really lit. But today we went through our first cardiac lecture. So we did EKG strips, kind of like reading, interpreting, knowing all the, like the A&P of the heart first, and then we went through the different waves and just what the heart does and how you read what's going on in the heart, and when there is something wrong, how you know, like, you know, what's normal, and then kind of knowing what's normal, and then that way you can figure out what's wrong with the patient, figuring out if they're stable, unstable, like do you really need to treat it, that kind of thing. So figuring out different rhythms. We have a test not next week but the week after. I don't know if I've told you guys this already, but I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need to like do a whole lot more than what I'm doing already. Like, it's the second day. So I'm gonna go get me some food, go get a jacket, because it's cold in my room that we're staying to do lecture in. And yeah, it's a very cool day. When we come back, we're doing cardiac lecture number 1, which is like, I guess, after the EKG stuff. So yeah. Also, I absolutely love this schedule and the fact that Keon is now graduated from college, because he takes his lunch break at 12, which is right around now. And yesterday it worked out perfectly to where he was like waiting on me to pick me up. So we get to hang out for lunch now, which I think is really cool. So that's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go get my jacket and then meet up with him around 12. He's gonna come pick me up and we're gonna go to lunch, so I'm all excited. It's just really cool that we get to hang out now, because it wasn't always like that. It was always like Keon had to go to class and then he had to rush to go to work because he was working full-time and going to class. So yeah. Look at him, he can't even pick me up. Guys,
Papusa!
Probably gonna be here till 6 because we're not even halfway, I don't think. So yeah, just decided to come out and sit out here and take a rest for a second. break. Taking a break and getting some warm air, and probably going to read my Bible a bit. It's not like a super long break, I'm sure, but I'm gonna read my Bible because I need it. And then after this, I'm gonna go to the library. After we're done with lecture, I'm gonna go to the library and study.
So it's important to realize, you know, when he does give you something to work on or to fix, he's going to give you the tools necessary to make that change. So that brings me back to this. The word is a living word, and so as you begin to read it and obey that word, he'll that's the tool. That's one of the tools that he's going to cause you to choose. In due season, he'll give you a test.
Hey guys, so I just got out of my last class, and this is going to be the end of the vlog. It's my third day of school today, so I just thought I would kind of give you guys some tips for your first couple of days of school. First thing I would say is to kind of write down all the things, like the assignments that you're going to need to do, especially for nursing school. Things can be really confusing. So like for me, I know for critical care, I need to watch my skills videos before every test. They're due before every test, and I need to do my clinical paperwork after each clinical day, because when we go to clinicals on Wednesday, it's due on Thursday, and when we go to clinicals on Thursday, it's due on Monday. So I need to make sure that I have that. Then I also have adaptive quizzing, which is on Elsevier, and that is also due with my videos before every test. And then I also have post-simulation quizzes. So whenever we have a simulation, like a clinical on campus type simulation, we have a quiz right after that's due the same day. So I went ahead and I wrote all these things down in my planner, kind of on the left-hand side. If I get some footage, I'll show you guys kind of what I did. That way I know, even if it's not written in my planner, which I try and write it on the days that it's due, it's also written on the side so that I can look back at it every time I feel like something's due, you know? I'm like, okay, let me look at this side and make sure nothing's due. So yeah, that's a good way to go about things. And then also something one of my classmates asked today, which I thought would be very helpful to ask, was just what drugs do I need to like have down, or like what drugs can I get prepared because you're going to expect me to know them during clinical or during a test. So some teachers will already have a list made. Like our teacher had a list made whenever this person asked it. So she just kind of sent it to all of us online. And it's just a list of all the drugs that she expects us to know, number one for clinical and number two for each test. So since she expects us to know that, this student was saying that they were just going to go ahead and get ahead on drug cards, you know, doing signs and symptoms, important things you need to remember. Is it a high-risk drug? What's the normal dosage? What's the normal IV drip rate? Or, you know, those types of things. Just making sure that you kind of get ahead on that knowledge so that at least you have it on a card, maybe not memorized, but at least you have it on a card so that you can know. So those are just some things that you can ask your teachers on the first couple of days of school to kind of get you ahead, prepared, and organized. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and press that like button below. And also, if you want to see more of me, some more helpful tips, some more of my experiences, and some more of me documenting, you know, my nursing school journey, you can go ahead and press that subscribe button down below as well, and we would love to have you in the fam. So I will see you guys in the next video, and let's become nurses together. Peace.
You glow, girl. Don't act like you don't know, girl. Yeah, you shine.